number 3, outsourcing concerns are really less about cost and more about control. We asked what some of the downsides of outsourcing were, and the biggest reason was control of turnaround time is their biggest concern, and we really thought it was going to be cost, so that surprised us.
Yeah, it did, but when we're looking at all of the results from the survey, it actually does make sense. And as a third-party vendor ourselves, we know that people are relying on us, so there's this pressure to deliver with the ETAs that we're providing them, but they're under that same exact pressure waiting on us, and the reality is it's this chain effect because we're waiting on municipalities and homeowner associations, and we can only do so much with Susie, who's, you know, working at the homeowners association, who's only available between 2 and 5 every third Wednesday. You know, I mean, it's like, we know how difficult it can be sometimes to not only get in contact with people, but hear back from them.
Yeah. Right, and at the end of the day too, the title company or the law firm that's doing they're the ones that are issuing the marketable title, and they're the ones that are ultimately responsible for making sure that that research was done properly. And so I can definitely see why some people wouldn't want to let go of that, especially when it's on the title commitment. It's something that they really need to make sure is done correctly. So it definitely makes sense to me why they would be concerned with things being missed, especially when it comes to HOA research, which can be really difficult because you oftentimes aren't given all the information you need. There might be hidden associations. There could be 3 up to 4 associations on some properties that we've seen in the research that we do. And there's not always an indication that that is a current association that governs that property. So if you are at the end of the day responsible for issuing the title policy and making sure that you're maintaining good relationships with your underwriter and doing your work properly, losing that sense of control can be pretty difficult.
I don't think it's about whether or not they're capable of being experts just like the people that they're outsourcing to, but the reality is that that's not their sole focus. There's so much else that's on their plate. So while these people are more than capable of doing these things themselves, finding out those nuances, it's just the time that it takes, and you have to prioritize.